Is going to be a huge disaster. This sent a shock wave to the international community. What Russia and China they have done is something that has sent a shock wave across the world to the international community, and I will explain to you more in a second. But just to remind you guys, this situation has escalated. Recently, Russia and Iran, both of them were disconnected from the rest of the world with a lot of sanctions on both countries by the West. They are now teaming up to retaliate wherever they can, especially in the Middle East. They're taking advantage of the situation right now on the ground and trying to actually do some harm to the US and Israeli interest in the region. For Russia, it is US directly a problem. For Iran, it is Israel. So what is happening right now? So in a shock turn of events, the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East has been thrust into chaos as Russia and Iran joined forces to launch a daring attack near a US military base located in Israel. This audacious move has sent shockwaves across the international community, raising concerns about the future of the region and the global balance of power. So what happened exactly? What we are talking about, and what is going to be the ramification of this kind of attack from Russia and China and also Iran? Of course, not China involved in this matter. China is already involved with Taiwan. They want to take over Taiwan. But for the Iran, for the Russian side, for the Russian military, they want to take a piece from America and Israel respectively. So what happened this time? Let's talk about this particular event, and then you will know what I'm talking about. So basically, this attack, which occurred in the dead of night, so it came at the middle of the night, took place near the US military base of Camp David, situated in the heart of Israel's Negev desert. This region has long been a hotspot for geopolitical tensions, and the attack was nothing short of a brazen display of military prowess. Russian and Iranian forces simultaneously launched a coordinated assault, catching the international community off guard. The details of the attack remain shrouded in secrecy, but initial reports suggest a two-pronged approach: a cyber attack targeting communication systems followed by swift ground defensive. Now, I want to actually tell you a few things. Number one, this kind of news you will not see in the mainstream media coming. Why? Because US and Israeli military, they keep it quiet in most part when it comes to taking hit or going on the offensive against their enemy. You will not hear this news from sources like CNN, BBC, all of these mainstream medias. You will only hear this from me because I do my research, my digging. If you are someone interested in this kind of topics and you want to learn more what is happening, I would strongly recommend you to follow our page on Facebook, because we post updates there every single day, and also subscribe on YouTube if you are watching from YouTube. Let's talk about this offensive a little bit more. What offensive Russia and Iran did, or ventured into, I should say, against US and Israel. Let's talk about this a little bit more. So basically, the cyber attack disrupted communication system, the base, and the external forces, leaving American soldiers temporarily isolated and unable to call for immediate reinforcement. So basically, it looks like more of a cyber attack on US and Israel communication system, so that they will be jammed and they will not be able to communicate in case there is an immediate need for reinforcement between Israel and US. So this is what it looks like. Iran, obviously, they are becoming very, very advanced, and their technology, they have developed this new technology with all kind of cyber attack. But I think the main brain is coming from Russia. There is no doubt about that, because Russia, they are very good in hacking systems. Meanwhile, ground forces comprised of elite Russian Spetsnaz troops and Iranian Revolutionary Guards encircled the base. So you can imagine they did not only do a cyber attack, but they have had their Revolutionary Guard from Iranian army. They have created this circlement, the base, creating a perilous situation for the US military personnel stationed there. Russia and Iran both facing international sanctions and isolation due to their geopolitical ambitions. The joint attack on the US base near Israel serves as a tangible demonstration of these alliances' capabilities. Of course, we all know that this is going to be a huge disaster. Now, the report goes more on to talk about a few other things that will tell us how US has reacted. So President Joe Biden, he actually was on vacation, supposed to be going on a vacation, but then he said, I cannot work because of the situation. So he convened, looks like, according to this report. So President Biden condemned the attack as an act of aggression and vowed to protect American interest in the region. Also, Netanyahu, talking all the time, vowed to protect Americans in the region. The United States swiftly deployed additional troops to the Middle East, while also calling for an emergency meeting of the United Nations Security Council to address the situation. Not only this, we also have learned that Joe Biden, he ordered airstrikes. Okay, he ordered airstrikes on Iranian targets in Iraq. We have reported on this yesterday, I believe, and therefore making it much more volatile. The situation is escalating. Iran, they lost a senior IRGC member from the elite group. His name is Syed Rizvi. And so Iran is not sitting. US is not sitting, because if they do not do something at this point in time, then Iran is going to go after Israeli interest through Hezbollah or even entities like Hamas and Houthis. Houthis are becoming a very, very problematic for all of these countries, because they cannot use the Red Sea, the Mediterranean Sea. Houthis are attacking those ships going to Israel. So it is in the interest of US that they will try to stop Iran on their tracks, because if they let Iran to gain more upper hand in this situation, then obviously Iran is going to support Houthis even more, or Hezbollah even more, because they're seeing results. So US doesn't want Iran to reap any benefit from all of this, and so they are now going on the offensive against Iranian targets. In return, we are now seeing this kind of report where it said Iran and Russia joined forces to attack the US and Israeli bases in the Middle East. So things are not looking good, that's for sure. Something is not looking good at all. We might see more escalation in the coming days. Thank you guys for joining this session. If you have any comment, leave a comment. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.